Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from JKS, checking in on the solar sector. All right, so starting off with our ETF. Let me check the weekly time frame actually. All right, so really no meaningful consolidation in quite some time. Wow, monthly's on a tear too. I failed to remember that. All right, so and I believe we're testing. Yes, we are testing this congestion area here. Testing the congestion area with the weekly super extended. Obviously, there are fundamental events that's driving this, and it's very believable volume. But from a pure technical perspective, weekly overbought into this monthly resistance is usually a good place for a short. But that being said, the bears really haven't presented themselves yet. They've not really shown themselves yet, I should say. Yeah, and it's just bulls on a tear still. So whenever we pull back and take out these weekly lows, the last one being at 97.64, we'll look out for a weekly higher low. Anything over 64.48 will be one. On the daily time frame, we just set another daily higher low here at 97.64 and are testing this triple top now. And you can see we had a high volume day today. So let's check the hourly time frame and see what is going on. Oh, I just want to point out as well that we do have the potential for some divergence to set up. So if we break the higher highs over this double top here, and the RSI does not come above 82-ish, and we'll start seeing some daily RSI divergence. So something to be mindful of. Where's my drawing? Oh. All right, so on the daily time frame, we were looking for that daily higher low on Thursday, and we didn't quite get low enough. I don't think that the hourly got oversold, probably because of this little bounce here. It did not. It did not quite get oversold yet, so I probably would not have scaled in. It probably got oversold with extended hours on, but nope, it didn't. But I preferred not to for the sake of these videos and for swing trading in general. I don't usually have extended hours on. New game. So, what are we looking at? Let me just kill this, get it out of the way. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with some sideways action here. So remember, not a lot of consolidation has occurred on the monthly chart, and the weekly is now working on the 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks without any pullbacks. So you got 5 here. Yeah, it's just getting a little questionable, especially knowing that we're up at that monthly resistance. So bulls would definitely want to be careful here. Let's see. There's a double top to the penny on this candle, and this one broke. Okay. So if this low gets taken out, this daily low 97.64, for me that would be enough. A double top into a loss of the support. For me, it's not lower high and lower low, but I feel like that would be enough to consider a daily trend change. And especially if this low gets taken out of 97.64, like we said earlier, then the weekly consolidation is on, right? This low will get taken out. So just something to be mindful of. The most important level right now is 97.64 in the short term regarding the daily time frame at least. Let's check that hourly chart. Hourly trend is still bullish. We're not confident, not terribly confident that this higher low has been set yet, because there just hasn't been a lot of bounce follow through on the hourly time frame. Now, that being said, I did get a lot of follow through on this 5-minute trend change, so I don't feel terribly confident about it, but this is a very convincing 5-minute trend change. So if the bulls can show up tomorrow, defend this low of 103 and break the higher highs over 104.50, they will continue that hourly trend up. But we are quite a ways away from 107.45, right? This is 2%. Actually, it's not huge. But I would still be looking at this resistance level. It's significant. We had a double top there, so essentially it's close enough for a triple top. So we'll be watching this resistance of 106.83. I'm sorry, 107.45. And the key short-term support for the hourly time frame is 103. All right, so JKS. If flattening out a little bit. It's in this, it's in my, at least, zone of interest. And so now that price has come back into the channel, and I'm more inclined to adjust this, right? So you can see I had this trend line down here, and that, you know, it's kind of just going off of the potential, right? This maybe I shouldn't have assumed parallelism here. Maybe I should have assumed it down there. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We have those 3 taps there, and I'd have to pull up here to include all the data. And then I just want to look back and see, okay, well, you know, is it, I don't love it, honestly. Yeah, we get this standard deviation band here, but the median line wasn't, it's not great, you know? Like, yes, we do get these hits, but they're very imperfect. Maybe that one's pretty good. But you do get 3 taps on the support line. It does contain all the structure. I wonder if we zoom in for hourly details, if it looks a little better. Let's see. I like that. I like this activity here, I suppose. Yeah, I guess on the hourly chart, it gets a lot better hits regarding the standard deviation bands. Stands out to me, too. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it now. But before we get into it, let's just talk on the macro real quick. So the weekly time frame, a little bit of a fake out. I had thought this was the weekly bull flag confirming, but obviously we got nothing going there. And so let me see here. It's still like relatively healthy consolidation, and JKS is one of those names that doesn't have overhead resistance, so I like it better as a bull. I think ORA was another one, but there's just not a lot of volume traded on the daily volume. ORA, yeah, that's just not enough. Much more traded on JKS for whatever reason. Okay. All right. So weekly chart just kind of sideways, grinding this 80 MA support. Bears try to take it as resistance, could not confirm it. Putting in a bunch of volume here, finding a lot of balance. So we're just watching this sideways range, right? We can be making, this was an hourly oversold bounce play, looking for a daily higher low, I believe. Yes. And so I don't hate it still. I think it's fairly reasonable. Ideally, we'd get hourly oversold down here. But I think this I mean, it could be good. It should be good. I mean, this is a lot of range for a daily higher low. I would be surprised if we just, you know, dumped down and made a lower low from up there. That would be surprising to me, but, you know, anything is possible. So checking out the hourly time frame. It's not exactly what you want to see, right? It's not a terribly convincing, not very trendy. It's very sideways. That being said, there's the potential for an hourly inverse head and shoulders to set up. I don't love any trades here. Personally, I think the next trade that I would like is really long, at least, is really down there, right? If we can get hourly extension into this channel trend line, that's really the next trade that I like. And regarding the short side, it would just be the channel resistance, which I'm not terribly confident in. You know, it is very healthy consolidation and macro consolidation, so you know, I would prefer to look long on this, because this is, you know, like, think about it, right? This is what the bulls did, and then this is how the bears are responding, right? Every time they break supports, we rally. Break support, rally. So, you know, I'm more inclined to play bullish here. All right. All right, Sunrun. Okay, so it didn't quite get as deep as I wanted it for that daily higher low potential. I'm just gonna kill this. And this is enough space that now you know, I wouldn't fault anybody for looking for a daily higher low. Checking out the hourly trend. Hourly trend is still bullish. Hourly higher low set here at 68.29. Bulls are trying to set another hourly higher low at 69.21. They just want to change that 5-minute trend to do so, which they didn't. So ideally tomorrow they will hold this low of 69.21, break the higher highs over, I mean, ideally get over here 70.35, change that 5-minute trend and see some more hourly bounce follow through. I mean, if they can get over 70.58, that'd be great, because that would just resume the hourly trend, and they would defend the median line as well. So that would be ideal. Now, potential trades. I like this better for shorts, just because I believe. Oh no, this is not. Thinking about a different chart. Never mind. I don't love it. I don't love it as short, just because you know, we kind of pulled back for a really fast monthly higher low already, right? This little higher low over there. We changed everything we did, so that higher low is likely set. Just kind of sideways. I don't love it, but I mean, I wouldn't fault anybody that took it. It's certainly viable. You'd have daily oversold as well. And there's a resistance over there. I like it. I like it, actually. All right, so just playing off those levels. To the left, in conjunction with the channel resistance, daily and hourly would be overbought up there. Sure. So, something like that. And I would just look for a median line test. And if you're looking long for run, a patient bull is just gonna wait for an hourly, a weekly higher low over 56.06. Yeah. But that being said, as long as we're respecting this channel, I would be comfortable making plays down here in hourly oversold conditions. So let's check to see. Yeah, it would be. So just play the channel for run. That's what I would do, at least. FSLR. Ooh, that's a pretty ugly daily candle. Okay, so FSLR, we are watching this channel as well. We're under the 8 EMA support. We backtested this previous resistance zone and held it, but did not see much follow through on that. So potential to set this daily lower high here at 156. Bears will want to change the hourly trend if that's the case. And this is enough range that you could anticipate an hourly lower high. So ideally for bears tomorrow, they'll hold 105.31 and break below 156 and have bulls scouting. A daily higher low would be questionable with this kind of structure. So I don't know if I love a daily higher low play after that. But a weekly higher low, sure. A weekly higher low, sure. If we can get 4-hour oversold into the 8 EMA and this channel, I think that would be fine. But I don't know. It wouldn't be terribly oversold yet. We'll have to wait and see. Ideally, I'd have at least 4-hour oversold conditions when looking for that weekly higher low. So I don't love this one right now. And finally, NEE. Are you kidding me? Are we still just putzing around this channel? That is hilarious. All right, so I mean, the channel resistance wasn't perfect, and that's why we draw our zones a little bit imperfectly, right? We don't expect to get perfect fills, right? Like if you had set it up so that it was like, oops, if you had set it up so that it was like this, and you would stop out as soon as you're over the channel, then obviously you got stopped out, right? So just assume, you know, give yourself a little bit of margin of error. Dang it. Gosh darned it. All right, well. All right, so if you missed this trade setup, it was just into the channel support off of these previous tops that were put in here. That's what this green bar is, and hourly extension. So nice short. Nice short. Ran right to target. Way past target. Right to the channel support where it bounced. It's so funny. It's just such a like a non-impulsive looking channel that I just don't expect it to do such a great job, and yet it's doing a pretty good job. So now I probably pull it up to this pivot to include this price action here. Because again, it came back in, right? So that's how I do it, right? If we break out and then we just keep confirming out of here, okay, I'll draw a new channel. But if we break out and then come back in, then I'll just assume that that channel structure I had before wasn't complete. And so I'll work with this now. So there is technically these bulls are looking for a daily higher low, right? The last daily higher low, I don't really consider this one. So the last daily higher low was here at 7288. So there's the potential to set a daily higher low here. Although this is of course a very hideous daily candle, right? So nice waterfall dump. Tiny little bounce. Nice volume at the end of the day though, I guess. Let's see. There was selling now. Questionable. Okay, so I really just like an hourly lower high play tomorrow. That's pretty much it. So for an hourly higher low, we want 5-minute overbought conditions. Yeah, something like that maybe. Don't really love playing in the middle of channels. I much prefer to play the channel ranges, but I think this is very reasonable. There's so much space here for an hourly lower high that then there's all this chop here and there's a lot of chop there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we put in an hourly lower high here. I don't think I love any other trades in the near term. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.